What's up? You got Corey Neese here, otherwise known as Coach Corey, coming to you guys tonight on this beautiful Tuesday night. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of some late night inspiration, some motivational tips that I think if you're going through challenges, if you're going through a rough time right now, I think that these tips will definitely help you. So I wanted to share that. And for you guys specifically, replay viewers, I know a lot of you guys, the cool thing about Periscope, you can check the stats. A lot of you guys watch my replays, even from videos I did a long time ago. So if you're a replay viewer, if you're catching me at a later time, if you're someone that's interested in turning your interests and passions into your paychecks or going full-time from home, then definitely reach out to me. Ask me about my coaching. Ask me about my coaching. Just hit me up on Twitter. It's the fastest way to get in contact with me. It's at Coach Corey 3. And I will begin. So, like I said, I want to give you guys some motivational tips. I like motivational speaking. It brings out the life in me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about helping you guys. And I want to give tips and help that I wish I really had, like when I first started my entrepreneur journey, because it's not easy when you get started. It's not easy. There's always going to be a lot of adversity. There's always going to be challenges and obstacles, and it's incredibly easy to throw in the towel before you should. And really, you should never throw in the towel. You should never throw in the towel. You should never quit. You should never give up. And you got to remind yourself that every day, whatever it is you're striving towards, the bigger picture in your life, whatever it is you're working towards, you can't give up. No matter what, you can never give in. Like Eric Thomas says, you can't give up. And all you have to do is push on, push through it, grow through the challenges, whatever's life is throwing at you right now. You got to grow through it. See challenges as opportunities. The mindset is the key. Your mindset is going to determine your life, my friends. Your mindset is the key to your success. Having that wisdom is going to help unlock your future. It's going to help unlock success in anything you want in any area. It's all about how you see things. If you see the opportunity where challenges are, you can break through. You can grow into the person who you're meant to become. My view on life is the universe is testing you. You're being tested when you're going through a tough time. You're being tested when things aren't going your way. You're being tested when the Murphy Law applies, when things you hit every red light and, just everything that could go wrong goes wrong at the worst time. Like, a lot of times you're going to go through, negative times. You're going to go through tough times. Like, it's going to seem like you're all alone in the world. It's going to seem like, no one's got your back. It's going to seem unbeatable. But you got to just remind yourself that you're unstoppable. You got to remind yourself that you're unbeatable when you connect to your true power, to that true source. And we're always talking about that true source within yourself, that greater being within yourself, knowing that you can't be killed. Like, you can't be hurt. You can't be harmed. Nothing can stop you. Like, we're one with God, and God's one with us. Like, that's my belief. And you can call it whatever you want. You can call it the universe. You can call it source. You can call it being or whatever. But this is where basically miracles stem from, is when you get in touch with your greater self. That's the easiest way. The best advice I could say for inspiration tonight is through tough times, the best way to get through them is to grow through them by getting in touch with your higher self, like transcending your ego, transcending your limited views and your limitations and your needs, and rising above it and thinking, how may I serve? You approach the world with the attitude of, what's in it for them? How may I serve? How can I help? What can I do for others? And then from that place, you're able to attract abundance. You're able to experience breakthroughs. You're able to have aha moments. and wisdom that would not have come to you otherwise. So wherever you're at, my message to you guys tonight, wherever you're at, is be grateful for it. Be grateful. And that might seem like, what? Like, why would I be grateful? Like, if you got a flat tire, you got locked out of your car, or you flunked your test, or something just bad happened, or you can't pay your bills on time, be grateful. Just be grateful for the smallest things in life. Be grateful for the littlest things. Be grateful for the breath you have and the opportunity to keep going. Like, so many people, like thinking of Harvey, thinking of hurricanes, thinking of the hurricane that's going to hit Florida. Like, people are going to die. Like, you're alive. You're watching this. Like Gary Vee says, like, you're going to die. Use that as motivation. Like, you're alive. You're breathing. Like, if you can hear this message, if you're watching this video, like, you're blessed. Even if you're not aware of it, you're blessed. It doesn't change the fact that you're blessed because you don't know it. So get in touch with that awareness that you're freaking blessed beyond belief. Yeah, absolutely. Be grateful. Like, that's the big tip too, is if you're trying to turn your life around or you're looking for a message or some advice, look, number one, never give up. Number two is be grateful, because when you're grateful, like Tony Robbins says, when you have an attitude of gratitude, there's no time for fear. There's no time for fear. I'm walking down the street, there's not as much light. Bear with me, but get grateful. Write down things that you're grateful for. It'll help raise your vibration. It'll help you think more clearly. It'll help you attract new opportunities. It'll help you meet people that, will help you get to places you want to go. That's how the universe works. Like, you can't always rely on everybody else. You can't rely on something to be there. You can't rely on a job or an income stream or something to always work and be the same. Things are always changing. Be grateful you have a tire to go flat. Yeah, exactly. It seems crazy, but I was listening to Les Brown, and it really is all about perspective. So it's like, I think the quote by Shakespeare is, there's nothing good nor bad that happens. It's thinking that makes it so. It's mindset. It's perspective. It's the mindset, the attitude. That's what it's always about. It's that mindset. And going deeper beyond your thoughts is knowing, like, you're that place that I was talking about earlier, that place where you're one with the universe and everything. That place can't be touched. That place can't be killed. That place can't be hurt. And that's what I'm talking about when I mean, like, rise above. Like, rise above your ego. Rise above the limitations. Like, you are in a place where you're at right now because you thought yourself, and you got yourself there by how you are and stuff. You attract what you are in life. And now you can get to the next level by overcoming new hurdles and new challenges and new opportunities for growth. That's all it is. Like, I used to get so freaking stressed out when something wasn't always going my way or things didn't always go right. And then we resist. But it's like, when you have this new understanding that you stop resisting what is happening, and you be more like water, and you allow things, like, you just allow life, you allow the flow of life to happen, and you just kind of go with it instead, and see where the current takes you in life. Instead of fighting everything, instead of resisting, instead of thinking you know better than God or universe, whatever you believe, go with it. Go with the flow of things. Go with the flow of things. So, like, stop resisting so much, and you'll realize when you stop resisting, life becomes a lot easier. When you learn the art of allowing and accepting. Now, this isn't to say sit on your ass and do nothing. You want to have the being. You want to feel the easiness of life and just going with things and just accepting things as they are while you continue to strive towards your main goals in life. You have desires for a reason, and they aren't always fulfilled. They aren't. And sometimes it's because better things are meant for you, or you're supposed to go a different direction, or you have to learn a lesson or something before you can have what you're working towards. And things just take time. Things just take patience. What's going on, guys? So that's a key. Is like, there's a lot of ways to look at things. There's so many ways you can interpret life at any given moment. I think it was like just listening to like guys like Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra, and like they talk about like there's an infinite number of possibilities that can happen in any given moment in life, like virtually anything. And like when you actually stop and think about that, that's so crazy. Like anything can happen at any given moment. Like this universe is totally abundant. Nothing is impossible. There are no limits except the ones, we accept and we impose on ourselves. So be open to change and kind of drop the resistance, because whatever you're resisting, it persists. Like it continues to persist. So use negativity and obstacles as like building blocks to growth. I'm trying to think of a word, like a jump board. Use the obstacles as a jump board to spring you into the next level of your life. I was going on earlier, like I used to get so stressed out, and I would resist and get angry and things, and when things didn't always go my way. And now when like things don't go the way I always plan, or things go bad, you could say, I hardly there's still some stress because I'm trying to like create and make things go my way, the way I want them, but there's so much less resistance. It's more like I said, it's more like having that acceptance and that allowing that beingness, like that mindset of like, look, this isn't how I want things to be right now in the moment, but I'm still going to be grateful for being alive and for having resources and having the small things, and I'm gonna figure out what is the key lesson that I'm supposed to be learning in this trial or during this tough time. And I think I honestly believe you get tested just like you do in school, in life. Like the universe will test you. God is going to test you again and again and again and again until you pass the test and you acquire a certain level of consciousness and you learn the lesson, you gain the wisdom that you have to advance. It's just like in school, you're not going to take calculus until you've mastered like algebra and geometry. Like there's prerequisites for getting to the next level in life too. And you see it so many times when we skip these levels or when things happen unnaturally in life, people fall. Like what you don't build on substance, pure substance, character, integrity, honesty, work ethic, being a genuine good person. What if you don't build on those values, it's going to fall. You see it like people, athletes, normal people get, they become wealthy and freaking famous and rich. Now you can hardly see me. Sorry about that. Just listen to my voice, I guess. They become rich overnight. They make millions of dollars and they have no idea how to handle that money or how to use it. And they don't understand the difference between, ego and higher self and living to serve rather than living to serve my own ego. So a lot of those people run their lives into the ground and file for bankruptcy when they've made like $30 to $50 million sometimes. Like you can live a solid life off $1 million a whole lifetime. So it just shows that when you don't acquire things in the right order, a lot of times you take a bigger hit down the road anyway. So be grateful for the lessons you're learning now, because in the future, you're going to be grateful for the tough times that made you into the person you are today in the future. Like your future self will thank you for the tough times you went through and you overcame, because now life is a whole lot easier that you've accomplished this and you overcame that and you learned this wisdom and etc. So that's the mindset that you got to have. When you stop learning, there's no living. Like I heard a great quote by this guy Matt Morris, a network marketer, entrepreneur. He said, you're green and you're growing, or you're ripe and you're rotten. So basically the meaning of that is like you just always got to be learning. Like life is a never ending learning process. Like you're always learning. You can choose to. Some people don't choose to learn. They choose to stay stuck. They resist change, and then life is difficult. You live in your ego. There's limitations, and you want things to be a certain way because it's easy for you. But you realize if you transcend that